Hello and welcome everyone. Today I will show you how you can create your custom Copilot in Copilot Studio for your frequently asked questions. Microsoft Copilot Studio is low-code, no-code tool to create chatbots. And with the incorporations of generative AI, now citizen developers can build Copilots way easier. All you need, describe what you want in natural language and Copilot will create it for us. Let's get started. To get access to Copilot Studio, go to copilotstudio.microsoft.com, and here, if you already have an account, you can sign in. If you don't have an account, come here and click Try Free. Here you will be prompted to sign up for Copilot Studio trial. You can use your work or school email address. And then once you set up your account, you will be able to get access to Copilot Studio. I will skip this phase because I already have an account. Here I am in the Copilot Studio homepage. On the top, you can see this is my current environment. And if I click, I can select the environments that I have. I will keep this as is. Here on the left side, we have Home tab. On the Home tab, we have Copilot Experience. This is very similar to Copilot in Power Apps and Power Automate. In Power Apps, for example, we use Copilot to create applications, to create databases for us. And here, the same experience we will use natural language, and Copilot will create a chatbot for us. By the way, if you haven't checked out my latest video on how you can create simple project app using Copilot and Power Apps, I'll put the link up here. You can try to watch. So here I can describe what kind of chatbot I want to build and Copilot will do it for us. And here are some of the examples. Before building anything, let's also see what we have here. So in the Home tab, besides Copilot Experience, we have all the Copilots or custom chatbots that we built. You will see it here. If you scroll bottom, you will see templates. These are the pre-built templates that you can use it right away. If you click see more, you will see upcoming Copilots. For example, status tracker template, kudos, etc. I'm very excited about status tracker template. Once it's available, I will also make video about it. Let's come back, and below templates, Copilot Studio has some learning resources. You can go ahead and leverage them to learn how you can create Copilots. On the Create tab, you can again leverage templates to customize these templates and make it your own, or you can click New Copilot and start from scratch. And I will click New Copilot, and here I will start describing what kind of Copilot I want in natural language, and Copilot will create for us. So I have a sample prompt. I will put it here. So here I just put the sample description of the Copilot that I want to build. So I will just click send, and I will provide further instructions. I have a prompt sample here. I will go ahead and paste, and I'm here trying to say that you are a project assistant Copilot that you help users by providing answers to their frequently asked questions about the project. You can provide answers related to newly launched software application, change management and business processes, new glossary terms, etc. You should always respond politely and maintain a friendly and approachable tone. So when you build a Copilot, make sure that you provide instructions so that it can understand what is the purpose and how it can answer the questions. Once this is done, I will click send. You can continue, add more tips. I think this is enough for my use case, and I will click create. Now it's configuring our Copilot. Here we are. It already configured the initial Copilot for us. We can go ahead and customize it further. For example, you can see it's still loading, like description, instruction, etc. On the left side, you can see the list of Copilots you have. On the ribbon, you can see here we have different tabs, and I will also explain each of them for you. And here we are, our Copilot already configured. What I can do here, I will go ahead and further customize it. For example, I will come here, click edit. I will change this to Copilot. Maybe I can say frequent last questions Copilot. And change icon, I have already icon. I will come here and select that. Click save. One of the important things here is the knowledge. You can add data, files, and other resources, and Copilot will use its generative features, of course, if it is enabled, to create answers for your customers, for your end users. And if you scroll bottom, you will see topics. The topics basically are the way Copilot determines the conversational passes. So when the users come, for example, ask frequently asked questions, Copilot navigates them to a topic built for frequently asked questions. When they come to ask about risk management, Copilot navigates them to the topic that built for risk management, etc. But turning on this AI feature will enable Copilot to answer the questions using generative AI features, and anytime it doesn't have a dedicated topic, it will leverage conversation boosting as a fallback, and it will provide answers for your users based on the data sources that you provided. So here we are, you can see a list of the topics, and you can easily create your own custom topic. But with the generative AI feature, again, initially you don't have to create your own topic, but to further customize it, you might need to add a couple of predefined topics. Actions here, we can leverage this, for example, to add AI Builder, Power Automate, etc. And you can also see the status of your Copilot, whether it's published or not. If you click test, you will see the test pane where while you are building your Copilot, you can immediately test it. So for example, this is the conversational start topic. So whenever a user log in, or if you don't have any authentication, when they use Copilot, this is the welcoming message. We can further customize this. I will show how you can do it. I personally like the Sean's approach. Sean has Architect Consultant Accelerator course. You can sign up and you will learn a lot. And there he provides how you can build best solutions for your customers. So I will customize this. To do that, I will come here to topics. System topics. System topics are the ones that it's pre-built. You can disable them here, but you won't be able to delete them. So there is a conversation start topic here. So this is the one that users see when they use Copilot first time, when they log in. So if you click here, here is that the same message. So for example, let me extend this, and I will also extend this. This is the same message. Hello, I am, and this is variable, by the way, using the bot name. I'm a virtual assistant, just so you are aware. I sometimes use AI to answer your questions. Again, it's very robotic. I will just delete this. I will say, how can I help you? And click variable. And there are system variables here. I will use first name, user first name, and question mark. So if I save, let's refresh this. Now you can see this is customized and it pulled my name as well. I will go ahead and add a knowledge source, and the knowledge source, we can add different knowledge sources. This is basically the way Copilot use those files, websites to provide answers to the user's questions. I will click add knowledge. And here we have different options. We can use public websites, we can use files, we can use our internal SharePoint and OneDrive. We can also use our Dataverse. It's currently in preview. I tested and I think it worked really great. So what I will do here, I will start using public websites, and then for files, I will create a dedicated topic for our frequently asked questions. For public websites, I will come here. I will copy and paste the PMI's Project Management Institute website here and just paste it there and click add. And you can make this better, PMI, and you can add description, click add. Now it's ready, it's already configured. Or refresh it. I can come here and I can say, how can I become a citizen developer? So now this goes ahead and search PMI's website and brings the answers for me. And there are a couple of the sources here. If I click, for example, Citizen Developer, this will take me directly to PMI Citizen Developer page. If I come back and I can see here, this is the topic that I mentioned. It uses the conversational boosting. So if we don't have a dedicated topic, what Copilot does, goes ahead and using the conversational boosting, a system topic, as a fallback. So conversational boosting using generative answers node to generate those responses for us. What are the steps to become a PMI Citizen Developer? And as you can see now, it provides list of steps for us. And this is just for Citizen Developer. I can use, for example, do I need to use agile approach in software project? So it provides the answers, and if I come there, and it basically takes all these great knowledge sources and creates those generative answers for us and answers the users. But sometimes we need a specific topic answering to questions based on the file that we have. We don't want Copilot create the generative answers. We want Copilot to create or bring specific answers from the file. So what we can do here, we can create our own topic. So if you come to topics, click topics, you can add your own topic. I'm gonna close this for now. Add topic, you can create topics in two ways. Actually, it's three ways, because you can create from blank. This is the traditional way, build Power Virtual Agents. You can also describe and Copilot will build it, or you can customize the system topics. By the way, I recommend you always disable topics that starts with lesson, because this sometimes very confusing, because you ask Copilot questions. If it doesn't have answers, it takes the users to lesson 1, lesson 2, or lesson 3. So you don't want that. I typically delete that, but for now, I'm gonna go ahead and disable them. Come here, add a topic, and here I will create a new topic with the help of Copilot, and I will name this frequently asked questions. And here there is sample, you can see, and let a user check the status of flight, etc. For each question, add 2 message variations and a speech alternative, and click create. Now we just created our own topic. This is excellent. So because if you look at each topic has a trigger. This is like a Power Ultimate, right? So the user comes to Copilot, asks a specific question, that's the trigger. And then each trigger can have different notes or actions. For example, once user asks this, Copilot asks them question, okay, here is the message. What questions do you have about the project? And this is the variable users enter response. You can always change this. For example, this can be multiple choice options, age, Boolean, etc. And if you look at here, these are the conditions. I actually don't want these nodes. I'm going to go ahead and delete them because I want generative answers. Let's test this real quick. I will save, close this, open the test pane. I will refresh this. And let's ask question about, just simply, I have a question. And as you can see, since this question is here, or sometimes it's similar to the word that we put here, Copilot is smart enough to go ahead and identify the topics and brings the question here. So right now we don't have further action. What I will do, I will click add a node. And we have different action items we can add it here. For example, add a condition, topic management, you can change the topic. But right now what I will do, I will come to advanced and click generative answers. This is the similar to conversational boosting, but this time we will make it sure that it leverages only one file. So what I will do, I will come here, a variable that comes from question node. You can see, so I will come here, select this and use a user question, and I will save, click edit data sources. So the first thing I will do here, I will turn off the classic data because I don't want here Copilot creates the generative answers based on its own knowledge, because we don't want that. We want like users get the responses from our file. So I'm gonna turn that off. I'm gonna search only selected sources. Right now I have only PMI, this URL, as a knowledge source. What I will do, I will go ahead and add knowledge. I will click files. Copilot works very good with text-based files, but if you have files with image, audio, video, then the responses will not be great, at least for now. And files will be securely stored in Dataverse. Also pay attention here, up to 512 MB per file. This used to be a very small number, and this is a huge improvement from Microsoft side. So I'm going to click browse, and I have a sample project frequent last questions here. I'm going to click open. You can change the name, you can add more description. I personally recommend doing that because that gives Copilot more instructions. Click add. And what I will do here, while this pane is open, I will click sample project, the file that I connected. I'm saying Copilot whenever users come these phrases like I have a questions, I need an answer, go to this specific file, search for answer based on the user question, and create output for the user. I'm gonna come here, save, refresh. I have a question. It asks what questions do you have about the project. This is the file that I just uploaded. For example, I can come here, I'll just copy this. Can I upload a photo of the equipment? So I'm gonna come back here and paste it here, send. Yes, you can upload a photo of the equipment by clicking on the upload photo button during the entry creation process. This is the answer, right? If I come to answer, and you can see it just pulled the same answer for us. Come to settings, come to generative AI, you will use the generative answers based on the question that user asked. So I'm going to click save. Let's come back to our Copilot. So another thing here, we can continue our thread. For example, I can come here and let's say copy this one and come back, paste, and you can see if I come back here, now you see that this is the exact answer. But Copilot, since we turned on the generative answer for this topic, it created the generative answer for us. Also, if you notice that whenever you ask a new question, it asks these questions and generates outputs for you. Just click user question on the question node, this variable. Under usage, click receive values from other topics. So click save. That means that since it asked the first time, it will skip this question later if you are in the same thread. But if there is anything that Copilot doesn't find in this frequent last questions, it will use another topic. And watch, if I come here and I say what's citizen development, now if you look at here, this we don't have anything about citizen development in our file. If I click this opens up the conversational boosting. So Copilot used this pre-built or system topic as a fallback topic. Anytime it doesn't have an answer from the files or URLs that you provided, it uses the conversational boosting. So what I can do now, I can come to +1, click channels. These are the channels that you can connect your Copilot. Can be Microsoft Teams and others grayed out right now because we need to authenticate our Copilot settings. Let's come here, click security, click authentication. For this use case, I'll just no authentication, but keep in mind if you are using SharePoint or OneDrive, that means that you will need to authenticate this. So I can click save. Excellent. Now if I come back to here and click channels again, and now you can see this is available. Now I will come here, I'll close the test Copilot, I will publish. Copilot published. If I click demo website, and here, for example, I can copy the question I had and paste it here. And here is the answer. It just pulled that answer from our frequent last questions. But this is the demo website. That means that you have your website and you can embed this Copilot in your website. Also, let's say you have users in Microsoft Teams. They typically use Microsoft Teams. So I can come here and click Microsoft Teams, turn on Teams, and click Open Copilot. I'll just use web app instead. Click Add. Here we are. This is our Copilot now. I can come here the same way. I can just paste the question I have, just created those answers for us. If I continue asking more questions, it will provide answers. Let's say, now this time it will go ahead and bring answers from PMI's website. This is a simple use case. You can go ahead and leverage Copilot Studio to create your own custom Copilot. When you are done, you can say, thank you. And as you can see, it provided just a quick answer. There are already system topics there you can use for example, escalate. I haven't configured the escalate to agent, but you can customize the message and add actions there. So here is your first Copilot, and we use the generative answers features to enable our users to get the quick answers based on our frequently asked questions file and Project Management Institute's URL. If you find this tutorial helpful, please like and subscribe my channel for more tips and tricks around citizen development, Power Apps, Power Automate, and Copilot Studio. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.